with one piece.
The piece to the cars, the key to the treasure.
Get rich with one piece. Get rich with one piece.
Yo, we got Luffy and Zoro, the better the duo. Sanji and Noosa bring out the bankroll. Jekyll Mariah, he rips your soul. Brooke and Perona, they cold like a snow globe. Going through the stack like we looking for some crack. Taking y'all to class, man, you better know your math. Call the deck mather, cause he always running black. We don't need no power tools, we just bring the axe. Cause we bout to chop it up. TCG, level up. This is more than beginner's luck. Got so many reds, they backing up. Rapping so cold, got the mains frozen. Everybody know that the gang goes. Laws of the land don't make me repeat. We the next king. Getting rich with one piece.
Get rich with one piece.
The piece to the cars, the key to the treasure.
Get rich with one piece. 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 Get rich with one piece.
The piece to the cars, the key to the treasure.
Get rich with one piece. Get rich with one piece.
Yo, we got Luffy and Zoro, the better the duo. Sanji and Noosa bring out the bankroll. Jekyll Mariah, he rips your soul. Brooke and Perona, they cold like a snow globe. Going through the stack like we looking for some crack. Taking y'all to class, man, you better know your math. Call the deck mather, cause he always running black. We don't need no power tools, we just bring the axe. Cause we bout to chop it up. TCG, level up. This is more than beginner's luck. Got so many reds, they backing up. Rapping so cold, got the mains frozen. Everybody know that the gang goes. Laws of the land don't make me repeat. We the next king. Getting rich with one piece.
Get rich with one piece.
The piece to the cars, the key to the treasure.
Get rich with one piece. Get rich with one piece. Get rich with one piece. Get rich with one piece.
Sorry about this afternoon. That's the news. Sorry about last night. It's that new. I have got to organize these freaking cards, man. I have too many. It's getting to the point where I need to do this. I have so many cards here, and they're just waiting on me. People are waiting to buy them from me, and I'm being stupid. Okay. Dude, you fine? I mean, yeah, probably, babe. That probably would be beneficial. Yeah, because I have OP14. Those are all sorted, and those are the most important ones to get. Like, I just need to scan those in. That's the vast majority, but these other cards, I'd like to have them, like, organized and sorted, too, so I can intake them into Casa de Will of E-cards. I have my my special print that I hit yesterday. I'll show it again, but I've been sitting here looking at it. It looks awesome. I didn't even do this with Boa, even though Boa looks better, but Boa is just like on a different level. So she and I'm gonna send Boa off this week, and I'm gonna send this this other special print again. I'm gonna show it here in a few minutes when I turn the hand cam on, but Yeah, and now I need some fucking water. It must be like one of those Pavlov dog things where as soon as I sit down here, I need some water. It's just like I have not had any water all day long, and I was drinking water a decent amount today, but for whatever reason, it's like I just haven't drank any water. Anyways, so since we have two special prints, I'm gonna send them in. I'm probably gonna go for one of the quicker turnaround times. I think 15 days was like $80 a card or something like that. Or maybe it was like 70 or 75 or something. It was somewhere in that range. So I'm probably gonna send them both in, maybe not. I'll probably. What's up, babe? Oh yeah. My wife's gonna sort my cards for me. So I want them and
Color and the number?
no, I've started to do alphabetical. But first the most important thing is color right now.
Okay.
And well, yeah, you'll put them all together. Yeah, so that'll make sense. Never mind. So put like
Color in an alphabetical order.
yeah, sure.
Is that what you want?
Yeah. That's how it'll end up being, but there and that'll do everything that I needed to do. So yes, color in alphabetical order. Thanks, babe. Yeah, ganked that I must have because I just sit in this chair and I'm just like, new chair, drink water. Okay, I think I might be talking myself out of sending both of these in because this queen is worth like $50 or something like that. That would be crazy to just to send it in for $180, or well, it would be like $75. But I'm pretty like okay. So here's what's gonna happen. I'm gonna send the boa in on a solo mission. She gonna go by herself. The 15-day turnaround, so I should be getting that back in a couple weeks. Sometime in March, which will be nice. And then this queen will go with the next. The queen can go with the next group. Yeah, that's fine. But it looks awesome. I can't wait to show you guys. Man, this thing is like all up in the camera. But I got some awesome news today, and it's kind of funny because I don't get any emails. It's just me for this particular thing that I'm about to mention. I don't get any particular emails. I just get some or I just look. So PSA. So I did submit some cards with the PSA. Man, I look a hot ass fucking mess. It's so funny. I don't do a good job at this ponytail. I've never done ponytails before for myself. And so my ponytails are shitty, and I worked out. So I put my ponytail together before I went and worked out, and it was a very hard workout today. It was extremely tough. But anyways, my wife does an awesome job with my ponytail. I typically have her do it, but today was like one of the first times I tried my ponytail myself, and it just is coming apart. But it doesn't look too bad when I have it together. But other than that, like what I look like right now is kind of crazy. But anyways, so back to the news. So back in November, I did submit some cards through GameStop, and they use PSA. So they have like some sort of partnership where you can submit the cards with GameStop. They'll shoot the cards out. Pretty cool deal, and it's like $15 a card or something like that. It's between $15 and $20 a card. So, anyways, I was look every now and then to see what the status fucking is, because it's been 3 months, and I'm like, where the hell are my cards at? And so I saw that my cards have been graded, and they're just going through. They have some additional steps, so they have to grade the cards, obviously. Then they have to like assemble the slabs, and then they have a QA process. So I'm assuming it's some sort of like double checking, making sure the card is sealed correctly. I don't know if they. I would assume they're probably not rechecking the grade when it's in the slab. They probably would do that when it's outside of the slab, but I don't know how that process works. But there's a process called QA. So it's an assembly step. So there's a graded step and an assembly step. There's a couple of other steps before that, but the last few steps: graded, then assembly, then QA. Those are the last few steps, and it's on the assembly step. So the cards are graded. They're assembling, I would assume, the slab, and then QA, and then hopefully within a couple weeks I'll get my cards back. So I'm thinking like 2 days or so. That's probably me wishful think. Not 2 days, but about 2 weeks or so. So it's probably wishful thinking, but maybe last week of February I can probably expect to get those. So those will be the next cards that are coming back, and there's a fucking massive one in there. That's the set that has my Gum Gum Giant in it. So that there's a massive card that will be coming back, and we can check that out. And then there's also the 2 Zoro Juros. There's the other manga event, the Cross Guild manga event, and then there's also 2. So there were 7 total. So the 2 manga events, the 2 Zoro Juros, and then I guess I sent 3 alt Zoro leaders from OP12. So I'll have those are the 7 cards that I sent. So there's some potential big hitters in that set. The Zoro leaders will be the least valuable thing. Those are going for like $250 right now, which I mean, shit, $250 and I'll have 3 of them. Obviously, this is if they all come back as 10s, but if they all come back as 10s, they're selling for $250. I sell 2 of them, and I have 1 for my collection. Quick $500, right? That basically pays for, all the card, how much I paid for the cards to be shipped, because I paid like $140 or $150 to have those cards graded. So obviously that's paying for way more than that, plus other cards that I have sent off to get graded. I'm obviously still in the hole with the entire process, but with the fact that I'm coming into like higher value cards, they're getting graded, they're expanding in value as well. So this year I'm hoping that I'm not as in the hole with all the card buying and whatnot. So we'll see what happens. OP08 Sweet Pea is crazy. Yeah, they got a lot of cards that just is like yikes, yikeroony. Man, I'm trying to watch this game, and I wonder if the KU game is on the radio, because I want to listen to it on Das Radio. Arizona at Kansas is on College Sports Radio. Echo, play College Sports Radio. Echo, play College Sports Radio on Sirius XM. It's not listening to me. It's not doing its job. Oh, well. Let me see. Let's see if we can get that figured out. Anyways, yeah, so I'm super pumped. I'm super excited about those coming back. And then there should be like not a massive like influx. Like I was looking at the different the different time frames that I sent my orders in, and it's like about 15 or so days, right? It's not all 15 days. You know, some of them are 20-ish days, but I would say about 15-day intervals when I sent different cards in. So assuming they get the cards back to me in the same order and at the same frequency that I sent the cards to them, about every 2 weeks for a little while, I should be getting some cards. Maybe 3 weeks. We'll see what happens. But yeah, here in a couple weeks it'll start an avalanche of some cards, some graded cards coming in, which I'm absolutely ecstatic about. Like I'm pumped with I have 3 graded cards right now, 3 of them, and I'm absolutely pumped with them. And I can't wait for my collection to just be like massive. And I'm gonna switch some stuff around. This is going to mainly hold those cards. Like they're gonna be everywhere. That's the goal. I want the graded cards to just be all over my case here. These things will be moved. Like these things, I'll probably keep like some. Like I really like this Riftbound here. This is like from Worlds. That's something that they put together. This Phantasmal Flames, this one down here is like a Phantasmal Flames little kit or whatever, which I don't know really what's in it, but I saw it at Target and I know people buy a lot of them, so I wanted to buy it. Yeah, that's pretty much all I'll probably have in there, but yeah, let me see if I am able to get this bitch up and running. Yeah, they won't let me play the music. Oops. Well, it's not music, but they won't let me play the college sports radio, which is fine. It was a good game. Good game, but y'all more important to me than college basketball. I'm gonna switch over here real fast. I need to charge this too. That was a bit dead. But this is my hit yesterday. Yeah, this is one of the special prints. So again, what a special print is this came out in. So this was actually a starter deck card. So this came out in STO4, and that's one of the first 4 starter decks that came out, and I believe, if I'm not mistaken, the first 4 starter decks all released like at the same time. Like it wasn't like 1, 2, 3, then 4. They all came out, and they do that quite a bit, where they'll release all of the like a group or a batch of starter decks, like all at once. That's not uncommon, but it was the first 4 starter decks that they came out with. So that's where this card is originally from. That's where it was originally released. But what'll happen is in later sets, so this one came in OP08, I believe. Yeah, it was OP08 that I opened to get this. So all the way in OP08, they reprint the card. It has all the same effects, same cost, same power, same counter. The effect is the exact same, but the artwork is different, and it's obviously it's this, right? So it's a very, very unique and special artwork that they will reprint the card, and they do like 5 or 6 of them or something like that. I don't know if there's like a specific number that they do, but I know that they typically do like 5 or 6 or something. Maybe they do one in every color. I don't know. I haven't paid that close attention yet, but yeah, this is what we pulled yesterday, and he's been hanging out with me. Queen has been hanging out with me all day. But this card looks absolutely sweet. Yeah, it's a good looking card. I like it. But yeah, that'll get sent off to get graded probably in another couple weeks, because again, I'm not gonna pay to have this one express graded. this one will be one that can sit down there for a while. Don't get me wrong, I want it back, but the card is worth like $50. I don't want to pay $70 or $75 to have it come back to me when I'm not going to be selling it anytime soon. Maybe I'll sell it in the future, but we have a few packs here. I was really tired, then I got on here and started talking to you guys, and now I'm like, oh yeah. But I'm super tired. It was a very, very long weekend. Did not get any sleep. Barely got any sleep last night because I was up talking with you guys. And I'm just tired. Tired all the time. But I said last night would be a quick stream, and it ended up being an hour and 40 minutes. So we'll see what happens. I believe today and tomorrow I'll be opening 1 pack of Riftbound, and then Wednesday and Thursday I'll open 2. And I will be done with this box of Riftbound, which I think I still should have some pretty good hits in here, because I really don't recall hitting any like really big things. But I mean, I don't know how their boxes are structured. But anyways, I'm bringing that up because Friday I should be getting at least 1 box. I really hope that I will be getting at least 1 box of Riftbound, and I am sure that there will be some shops that I didn't pre-order at that will have some. But they typically be taxing, and it is because there's one shop that I know they don't give a fuck. They just trying to sell shit, which whatever, it's fine, because they're a business and they're trying to make money. They don't do pre-orders or anything like that, but we'll see. They were actually the shop that I got my last 2 boxes from, and I got them before they actually started to. I got them for like $200 a piece, right? Which is crazy because the last time I paid for boxes, so the boxes that I have prior to these, I paid like $280 for them. So it was definitely a bit of a discount. And then when I had went back to that shop a couple days later, they were selling those same boxes of Riftbound for $250 a piece. So yeah, so I was really, really happy with getting 2 boxes for, and this is one of those boxes that I had opened. Maybe it was. I can't remember. I probably weighed them. That's what I do. I may have weighed them all, and the old ones that I had plus the 2 new ones that I grabbed. They might be. That's probably what I did. Whoops. Sorting Scout. Soul Gorger. What the hell? This does not look familiar. This looks fucking awesome. Like a card called Soul Gorger, that just fucking sounds dope. So 8 cost, 5 might. Okay, so I'm assuming it has a very good ability. I have no idea what this card does. This is the first time I've seen this card. It has to have a good ability because it's 8 cost, 5 might, and 2 power. So the power, right, if we remember, means you have to recycle those, and recycle is like when we're talking about one piece, like when we don -1 or whatever. This is essentially don -2, right? So this effect has got to be really good. Let's see. All right, so unit. When you play me, you may play a unit from your trash, ignoring its energy cost. I have heard of this card before, but I don't recall seeing this card. But this is a good effect. When you play me, you may play a unit from your trash, ignoring its energy cost. You must still pay its power cost. That's a very strong ability, right? So you get a 5 might body, but you get to play. You can play a 10 cost character from your trash. No, this card looks really good. Like he's like absorbing a soul, right? Is what it looks like he's doing. It looks good. I like the way this card looks. I would be interested to see if I have this card though, because it's one of those cards where if I have it, I probably only have one of it. All right, what do we got? Ooh, Sona, champion Sona. What does this one do? I know I've had her a couple of times. So it's 4/4/1. While I'm at a battlefield, ready 4 friendly runes at the end of your turn. That's a good ass ability. Especially if you have like events and whatnot. Okay, so this next card is going to be the rune. Yeah, that's Soul Gorger. I would be interested to see if I have that one. The card doesn't look familiar, but it It's one of those things. Let me see, all these are probably, yeah, these do be bulk. Those do be bulk. So those are in the bulk pile. All right. Can we keep up the gang that when we gotta get you some more like access to my to like the account, like the Streamlabs account and the Twitch account and stuff like that, because I mean, you're my mod. I gotta get you to do some stuff, but I want like I need to get rid of like when someone says something or does something that the bot doesn't allow, then they delete all the messages that they have had up to that point, and it's super annoying. Yeah, it's so I want to like, I know that we keep talking about things that we want to change with the bot or whatever, which, you know, this is going to be an iterative process, right? That's how it works, and we're going to figure out, make small adjustments and fine-tunements to a lot of different things. But that's one of the next things that I want to work on is I want to make it so they don't remove all of the posts that, because Abra was in here yesterday, and they mentioned they did something like we were having a good conversation. I think they might have been one of the only people in here, but we were having a good long conversation, and then they ended up posting something. They said, the Streamlabs said that they tried to post a link. Abra said he didn't try and post a link, or I don't know if Abra's a male or female, but they said that they didn't post a link, and Streamlabs just deleted all like 40 messages that they had sent before that. And it's just like, I don't understand why it does it. Like, delete that message, I get, but all right, so first pack is OP10. We're not doing any kind of order, I guess. We're just kind of opening them as they come. So this is OPO10 in the Zuma Usap-san. Caesar Clown, Jory Bonnie, JB. Ooh, another smoker. I've been hitting a lot of these smokers lately. This is a very, very good card. I don't know if I'll ever play it. It's a, Navy card. Let's see. Well, actually, this is just a good card in general. This isn't a specific card to Navy. Obviously, Navy type. Punk Hazard Navy, but interesting. That's a really good card. So I don't want to open just the same one all in a row though. But I also got new. I think this was like Saturday. I got an email. So whenever things change, when things go through a different part of the process for Beckett, the Beckett grading service, they do send you an email. Like, they'll send you an email when they receive the product, which is awesome, because I'll be scared when I send my stuff off. I'm like, please God, don't lose this thousands of dollars worth of cards. So that's really nice. But I got an email for my third order that is put in the, like, I can't remember what it was called. I think they say like an invoice has been created, so it gets put in a queue for them to start the grading process, essentially, right? And what's nice about that is, prior to that, like, they don't list the cards. So when it hits this step that I'm talking about, this invoice step or whatever, they've went through all the cards, they've confirmed it with the order that you actually submitted, all saying that these are all the cards that you submitted, that you said you were going to send. And then they'll have like the certificate number, because all the cards are going to have their own certificate number once they're graded, so you can look it up and stuff like that. But all the cards have, certificate numbers, and all the cards in the list will have, so they'll list, so you can go into the order, and then it'll list all the cards that you sent, and they have their ID number and stuff like that. Which is nice, because prior to that, there isn't really a place that you can see what was in that order, right? And these were like a few months ago, so that I sent him. So I forget. I'm like, what the hell was in this very first order? And so this first order is going to be pretty good. It has some pretty good cards in it. A lot of aces. There were quite a few big ace pulls. So my alt secret rare ace was in there, and then the special print ace was in there, and then there was another one. There was another ace that I had in there. I can't remember what it was off the top of my head, but yeah, there were some pretty good hits in this one. All right, so off the rip, it's a Don. This is an older pack, so it's they don't have gold Dons in OP12, so this is a leader pack. Leader pack. Jin, Kuzan, another Kuzan, Sabo, and Don. Okay, where was this? This was 12, right? I don't think my wife took 12. 014, she might have. Oh, that's 13. I think she took 12. Oh well. Okay, that's fine. Okay. Alright, so this is 08. What we got here? I saw this new build. I was watching that right before the stream started. It's very interesting. It's the Sabo. It's like an old Sabo, red-black Sabo. And it was a very, very interesting build. A lot of people have been building like Thriller Bark. A lot of people have been like building Thriller Bark packages from OP14 because it's so good. Sheesh. And so this particular aces, or this particular Sabo, lets you place a character of your own with 7,000 power and a cost of like 4 or more. I think it's like a cost of 3 or more, to the top of your life, face up. And the person had like this cool like cycle going where, okay, you know, they put a card with a good trigger up there, which is the purpose of that card, which is, you know, how that Sabo card can be busted. But they have a really good trigger, and you get to basically keep bouncing the card and replaying the card, right, and getting the trigger. So it's it was very interesting, and I'm probably going to build it in the sim and play with it, because he said he had been very successful with it, and blah blah blah. Ooh, a cloven rose. I'm fairly certain I don't have many of those, so I'll have to look into that. Let's see how many I have. Mont Blanc Nolan. Thank you, babe.
The split cards I didn't know, so I just put like the ones that I didn't know on the top, so that you can do those.
Okay, thank you. Okay, those are done already. This one and then this right here are the only ones that need to be done.
Okay, so this pack and that pack.
Yeah, these
Are
piles.
awkward. Okay.
Yeah.
God damn.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, I guess these can probably be put into order, so whatever. If she wants to keep helping, that's fine. Yeah, this Cloven Rose, what does this do? What is this from OP08? Okay, 2 cost, event, main, up to 3 of your characters gain plus 1,000 power during this turn. So that's already a positive, because it's like you're attaching a Don to 3 characters for only 2 Don. Then give up to one of your opponent's characters negative 2,000 power during this turn. This is a very good card. Yeah, absolutely. This is a very good card. All for 2 Don. So that's really like 5 Don. And then the trigger's pretty good. Give up to one of your opponent's characters or leader cards negative 3,000 power during this turn. So if they have like someone that's gonna swing a couple of times. Oh man, this card got I don't know if I just did that or what, but looks like it's card got some damage. Alright, back to OP10. Bartolomeo, Nico Robin, Hydrudin, I think all these are looking like they're going to be Gum Gum UFO. Give up to one of your opponent's characters negative 4,000 power during this turn. Then if you have 2 or less life cards, up to one of your leader or character cards gains plus 1,000 power during this turn. It's not a bad ability. I'm trying to think. Negative 4,000 power. If you have 2 or less life cards. In this Sabo deck, you really don't have that few life cards, really. The goal is to have a ton of life cards. Violet, and then a Monet. That's not bad. Shoot, this is making me want to build freaking, where was OP? Oh, my wife just took it. Okay. Yeah, that Monet, that's a pretty good card. I think I might actually have a playset of them now. God damn it, these OP12s are fucking trash. This is another leader pack. Fuck. Bariarty, Miss All Sunday, Don -1. Would this go? So this could potentially go on. Let me see what this does. On play, KO up to one of your opponent's characters with a cost of 3 or less. Then your opponent may add 1 Don card from their Don deck and set it as active. It has a trigger. I don't know. This card is very. I thought that they would have something that would make this card make sense, but this doesn't make any sense. You KO, and you only KOing a 3 or less, then your opponent gets to add Rampadon. No way, Jose. Like, if they're on their like 10 Dawn turn or 8 Dawn turn or something like that, and then that's not bad because who gives a shit? Like, they're gonna be at that. They're gonna get to that amount anyways, but yeah, I don't know. I don't like that. Zorro, Captain's Assembled, and Borsellino. OP12. Alrighty then. Last pack. Yeah, today needs to be a short stream. I'm tired. Even though trust me, I want to open some cards, but I'll probably end up streaming every day this week. Probably. Again, Wednesday we won't be doing a Candy Maiden. We're not going to be doing any sort of I gotta read this. I gotta read this card here. Hold on a second. Yeah, we're not gonna do a Boxing Day on Wednesday like we normally do because hopefully Friday I'll be getting a box of Riftbound Spirit Forge, so that's their second set, and we'll be opening that. So, all right, I'm trying to. It's so funny because I go through a lot of I go through the cards and I'm like, how can this work in this deck? How can this work in this deck that I'll have built? So I'm thinking, so this wouldn't be a bad card, and I need to see what its ability is. I'm fairly certain I know what this does, but on opponent's turn Dom -1, well, opponent's turn on KO Dom -1, you get a so in the Croc deck, right? So this would work really well in Croc. Because Croc, when you Don -1, you get to ramp a Don rested. No, you get to ramp a Don active. You ramp a Don active. So this lets you search your deck. Play up to 1 Baron Tamago with a cost of 4 or less from your deck. Then shuffle your deck. I might have to look into that. I might have to look into building that kind of craziness. And obviously it wouldn't be that good, but there's another. Okay, so there's 3 of them total. So there's the Count Niwatori, Viscount Hyoko, and then there's the Baron Tamago. Let me see if there's the Baron Tamago. So we're gonna look through these together, y'all. We're gonna look through these together. Alright, man, this last card looks like it might be something. Let's see. Oh, Kaido. I thought it was crazier than that, but I mean, it's not bad. I'll take a super rare over a freaking leader pack all day. Activate main once per turn. You may trash one card from your hand. If this character was played on this turn, trash up to one of your opponent's characters with the cost of 7 or less. Then your opponent trashes one card from their hand. Very good ability. I really want to build like a hand rip deck. I really do. Like this. Would this work in... this wouldn't work really in... maybe it would. I don't know. I gotta see. And this would be really nice because I could play something on my 9 Dawn turn, because there's a big issue in Koala with going first. Like, I lose all the time when I go first. Trash one card from your hand. If this character was played on this turn, trash up to one of your opponent's characters, and you're trashing them. You're not KOing. 7 or less. And then your opponent trashes one card from their hand, and it doesn't matter how many cards that they have in their hand. So I don't know. I have to look. I may have to look into that. But what is this? OP08. All right. So let's look at what we would be doing here. So this is basically like cycling through. Okay. Opponent's turn on KO. Dom -1. Play up to 1 Count Niwatori. So you play this one from this one with a cost of 6 or less from your deck. Then shuffle your deck. But that would be... I want to see what I'm pretty sure the other one is like the 3rd in the cycle, right? So it would be 4, 5, and then 6. So basically, these cards would just never go away. You'd always be able to have something. I would be interested to make something out of this in Croc, because with Croc, when you Dom -1, you still get to ramp. And these cards would be very sticky. Like, your opponent would just stop killing them. But yeah, your opponent would probably stop killing them. But that means that the body's gonna stick. They're gonna stick on the what's the name? All right, so nothing too crazy. I'm gonna end the stream, but trust me, I do want to open some more packs. It's kind of like it's itching. It's like, yeah, you gotta open more packs. But I'm tired. I gotta call it. Quick little 40-minute stream. And since we're at it, we'll look at Queen again. Just such a good looking card. I really like how they do their special prints. They're so unique. They just look so amazing. So I'm a big fan of it. But all right, like always, guys, thank you very much for watching. I am appreciative. I will be on tomorrow unless something happens. Tomorrow, hopefully, I get to go and do the tournament again too, but we shall see. But until then, take it easy.